Okay, with this, I'm just okay, everything's been okay. I'm just doing okay. Where's my phone? Okay. Those two. I can do those off screen. Okay, I'm just almost. Okay, I think I'll start this off. Hello everyone, I'll here. Welcome to stream. I'm just resuming the story, then once finished, I'll start Anby's. Just let me... Or that. And move that, and... I'll just... Nah, it depends. Anywho, let's get back to this 1.6 story. And I'm only streaming this on Twitch. I'll post this VOD on YouTube. And my family's, even though they're like all around, it's just I can still hear my family. I'm pretty sure my mic is picking them up a bit. Okay, well, we're going with Lycaon and Anby. Okay, let's resume the story. After a good night rest, the next morning arrives as promised. And there's Vidian.
Good morning, Proxy. Long story short, we analyzed the location marked in the Bringer's notebook and found no pattern between the coronation, but they all seem well hidden. Hugo suspects that we might find something stashed at the coordinates, but it's unclear whether it will be pleasant or terrifying. In any case, we need to investigate. Our destination today is the Ballet Twins. Let's head there together.
Okay. Fast travel? Outside on. Everybody's gonna kiss. I don't feel like staying up. And I'm not like photo ready, so. Yeah.
It appears we're the first to arrive. I thought we were running late. This might sound weird, but it's nice to think about getting to work with you from now on. I don't really know why that makes me feel so happy. Oh!
By the way, I want to point out, it's kind of really windy here, so... And also my mic's near my PC. I can decide what I'm hearing is my PC or just the wind outside. Maybe both. Okay, let me just flip back to auto.
It's because we're fellow fans! Anyone who likes Lord Phaethon can't be a bad guy.
For sure.
Of course, Lord Phaethon is the greatest there will ever be, but you're definitely the best proxy I've ever met in person. Hugo told me before that you're really skilled, and he said we'd get along great. I never expected he'd be so right. Oh, by the way, would you like to come by my place if you have time later? I have a huge collection of Lord Phaethon merch.
Phaethon has merch?
Phaethon, Lord Phaethon doesn't have any merch out there, right? I mean, we don't even know what he looks like, for starters.
It's all my own original merch. Like screenshots of old Internet comments. I print them out and turn them into postcards.
Oh.
Plus the avatars Lord Phaethon's used, the music playlists they recommend. I've organized it all. I'd love to show it all to you if we get the chance.
Well, I appreciate the thought.
Speaking of which, what's taking those two so long? Hugo said he had some preparations to do before entering the Hollow. I wonder how that's coming along.
And we're switching back to Hugo. Meanwhile, Hugo's preparing for an upcoming operation in another part of Lumia. Same old route, shopping first. About time to stock up on chocolates. Ration, Bawar, and those chocolate coins. I'll take all of them in the bag, thank you. In this moment, a familiar figure appears. Hugo. Oh, coincidence. I didn't expect to see you here. Evidently, I didn't expect it either. Otherwise, I would have chosen a different shop. Are you preparing for the operation? Are you blind? Oh, by the way, thank you for joining us this time and lending around. If you could also refrain from revealing our secrets to your dear master, that would be perfect. The manager went over this for me. You have my word that as long as your actions do not cause harm, I will keep everything secret. How awfully kind of you. Though I'm short on time, I'll be off now. Enjoy your time shopping. Mercy Mansion need restocking too. Guess I'll stick to the ones I'm used to. And this one Rigger appears once again. Lycaon, are you stalking him? You know what, Lycaon? If I were in your shoes, I would foreshaw an awkward encounter of a formal partner. What I just saw just living within it. I choose to go away. Time is short, and this is the only pharmacy around. Besides, I don't see any need to avoid you. And of course, Lycaon's here. This game.
This is getting to be more than just a coincidence, don't you think? Or perhaps you are actually stalking
I was thinking
me.
the same thing.
If I was stalking you, you wouldn't ever know.
Overconfident as always. You haven't changed at all.
We just make it a habit to check the state of our weapons prior to combat.
Thanks for that little reminder. I almost forgot.
I didn't expect you to let me join.
What else could I do? Master Proxy would have insisted on having you join us. I never expected for us to have a chance to enjoy some pleasant conversation like this. Without our weapons drawn, that is.
Yeah, move my mic away.
It really has been too long. I still remember when we first established Mockingbird.
Indeed. That was a long time ago.
Are you actually games left, right?
Thankfully, Jack went in peace.
Oh.
He must have known about his condition for some time. He even left us with instructions. Passing peacefully in your sleep is the most natural way to go. I'm happy for him. By the way, Lycaon, have you given it any thought yet?
You mean about our guild for Phantom Thieves?
Yeah. It's time for us to build an organization of our own. Jack always supported the idea, didn't he?
I don't have any objections. But what should we call it then?
How about Mockingbird? It's a bird known for mimicking the calls of others to blend in. The same way we don high society roles for ourselves when we're out on a mission. Oh, oops. I nearly forgot. You're a terrible actor, and you're always flubbing your lines. I guess we can rule out that name, then.
No, call it Mockingbird. We're always just putting on an act, aren't we? I won't slip up on our next mission. Besides, we still ran missions together even when we didn't have a name. Having one now won't really make a difference.
No. It does make a difference, Lycaon. And I don't just want a name. I want Mockingbird to become a symbol, like the sword of Damocles hanging over everyone's heads. striking fear into the hearts of the rich and cruel whenever they hear the name. Just like Jack used to say, this world isn't fair. So that's why we have to influence it however we can, and change things in our own way.
But on the basis of not causing harm to other people's lives. That's also what Jack used to say. You remember, don't you?
Of course I remember. All right, I promise.
That sounded pretty forced. Don't forget, things don't end well for people who break their oaths.
I'm good for my word. You must trust your fellow companions. That's also something Jack would say. Well then, today's the day that Mockingbird will officially start flying. Our first order of business, deciding on our symbol.
Hugo and Lycaon share a rare moment in peaceful remnant. Meanwhile, on the proxy side, the others joining the operation finally arrived. Now I need to take care of something real quick. I'll be back. I'm back. Okay, let's just get on to take care of...
Looks like we're all here. Hugo, you're late again.
Do forgive me. Someone was pestering me and wasting my precious time.
Alright, other than familiar faces, we also have a new friend join us for this operation.
Seems that Miss Abby is the reinforcement recommended by manager. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Hugo. Oh, the proxy has already updated me on the necessary information. Rest assured, I'll keep in confidentials. So before entering the hollow, let's confirm the mission objective once again. We'll be heading to one of the coordinates marked in Bringer's notebook and search the area. Based on relevant information, these coordinates may contain the secrets related to the Exaltis. I'm not sure I'm saying that right. These could be treasures or something novel. We have to explore and find out. If there are no further questions, let's begin now.
I didn't expect the coordinates in Bringer's notes to lead here.
I'm afraid my fancy in this
Oh,
style of
are you
skip.
familiar with this place?
More familiar than you, it seems.
Proxy, if they're being too noisy, can I take action?
I'm gonna take action.
Alright.
I don't enjoy obstacles in my path. Can we not bust the door open?
You can try. Master Proxy, we need to find a power source to activate the door. The generator room should be nearby. Over here.
Wow, you really know this place like the back of your paw.
Master Proxy, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's something wrong with the circuit. It seems to be blocked.
Don't tell me. Victoria Housekeeping's high and mighty attendants can't even fix a simple circuit.
I can fix it, but I'll need a circuit diagram before I can do anything. I've seen diagrams for this type of circuit before. It's a pity that we're unable to connect to the outside world from inside the hollow.
Just leave that problem to me.
Belle, I just sent an image of a circuit diagram to your phone. Check if you received it.
Thank you very much, Master Proxy. Now then, let's start repairing this circuit.
Master Proxy, I organized the circuits related modules. You just need to connect them the same way as you've done before. Oh, it is. Okay. Just need to flip this and just see it all connect and do it all at once. Which is the most satisfying.
The circuit is fixed. We should now be able to open that door.
Wait up. Wait a second. Something just doesn't add up. It's all coming together now. Communicating with the outside world from within a hollow. And getting that circuit diagram. In theory, there's only one person who could ever do that. Could it be your Lord Phaethon? Impossible. There's no way. But then again, only Phaethon could have done that. I mean, you're an incredible proxy, sure. And you're a good person. But
Look, now she's just
could you really be Lord Phaethon?
I don't know which one to.
Where's my coin? Oh, way over there. Heads, tails, flipping a coin to determine which one I pick. Of course it's heads.
That's me. I'm Phaethon. Sorry, I just never had the chance to tell you.
Unbelievable. Lord Phaethon! I've been your biggest fan for years now! Goodness me, Lord Phaethon was right in front of me all along, and I had no idea.
She's angry too, I can't look at the other option.
Could you... I mean, if you're willing, could you please give me an autograph and a group photo and...
Let's wait till we're on the envelope.
Anything you want. We just gotta get out of the hollow first.
Oh! Okay, sorry. Guess I got a little...
That fan going way hard.
Anyone would be enraptured meeting someone they admire that much.
Yeah, if I ever met my favorite movie director, I'd be the same.
We should keep moving. This isn't the best place for idle chit-chat.
The door's finally open.
The proxy is Phaethon. Phaethon is the proxy. This is a dream. I never went to wake up.
Done.
The fissure over there should lead to our destination.
Let me see if there's any, like, chests.
Lycaon, your fighting style wasn't so reserved in the past.
I've matured.
You call this mature? You're just being pretentious.
Right over.
In position. A difficult foe, that one. Let us leave this place at once. Ensuring Master Proxy's safety is our highest priority.
I won't let anything happen to you, Lord Phaethon.
Take this.
How's that all of them just came out of me?
Fall back. He won't back down.
Lord Phaethon, how are you feeling? Are you tired? Do you need a break? Some food? Water?
Thank you for your concern. I'm fine.
Have you run into trouble? You wouldn't normally stay idle this long.
What the? You block out by complicated mechanism.
Master, a complex mechanism has been detected ahead. To pass through, you need to activate all 3 smaller mechanisms. Suggestion: split up and handle them simultaneously to save time.
So, we have to head to 3 different places to crack this thing.
Huh? We're splitting into 3 groups? In that case, I'll protect you, Master Proxy!
I can take care of one myself.
That leaves the last one to me, then.
You should go with Hugo.
What's that supposed to mean? We get along just fine, don't we, Miss Cunninghair?
I don't know what's going on with you two, but you've been bickering the whole time. It's annoying.
Ooh.
This is a good chance for you guys to build some rapport.
Anby's got a point. Hugo, just go with Lycaon.
I get a bad feeling about this.
You just want to be alone with your Lord Faithin, don't you, Vivian?
Huh? That's not it!
All right. Sounds like a plan. It's all decided then.
If Master Proxy says so, then sure. But, Lycaon, you better not slow me down.
I really want to recommend you two some movies for a crash course on teamwork.
Oh. If there are no objection, let's proceed with the assignment. Science one. You really enjoy posting as the leader, don't you? I believe everyone is aware that within the Hollow, Master Proxy is the only thing. Do you enjoy arguing like this? Doesn't make you happy? Clearly, it doesn't, Miss Anby.
Lord Vaden, are you tired? Would you like to rest up for a moment?
Not fine. Let's get going. As the Proxy said, let's make it quick, friends.
Who voices Hugo? It just sounds familiar to me.
Lord Vaden, there are too many ethereals here. We have to find a way to close that door and stop the ethereals from flooding in.
Your dialogue to pass. Is that it?
I've got this. There's
What?
no stopping me now.
I'll leave the door to you. Don't worry, I'll take care of these ethereals. Do not let the ethereal touch more faith. I feel like managed to lie all these panels. Easy.
Lord Vaden, seems like we both need to press down on these mechanisms at the same time.
Okay, that's it. 1, 2, 3.
Sure enough, Lord Vaden and I share a deeper connection. Sorry, I hope I'm not being too forward. Goodness me, somehow I'm fighting alongside Lord Vaden. It's like all my dreams are coming true. I'm going to wake up any second now, aren't I?
No, this isn't a dream. I'm real, see? You can even hold my hand.
Not only is Lord Phaethon incredible, but super kind. That's it. I pledge to be a die-hard Lord Phaethon fan until my very last breath.
I'm happy to hear that, don't get me wrong. But why do you like Phaethon so much, Vivian?
Lord Phaethon is my light. The one who saved me in my darkest, most desperate times. Like a deity who rescued me. You probably don't remember, but you really did save me that day. Wow, it's so embarrassing to say all this in front of you. Sorry, I hope I'm not bothering you too much.
Of course not. Thank you for your loyal support.
I should be the one thanking you. Just being able to see Lord Phaethon makes me the luckiest person in the whole world. Sorry to keep babbling like this. I wonder how the others are doing. I'm sure Anby will be able to manage. She's great at this kind of stuff. But as for Hugo and Lycaon, let's just hope they don't get into a fight with each other.
Roger. There are too many ethereals here. Though, it's not a huge problem. Mind the blind spots.
I hate these materials. The final step is to operate this council. Just like in the movies, bring down the lever with a delusive pull. Great, no monsters. Let's go meet with the others now. Meanwhile, Lycaon and Hugo's side.
So, we have to cooperate to solve this problem.
That's a real shame.
No, brother.
I have no intention of arguing with you right now. Master Proxy and Miss Vivian are elsewhere, and we must rendezvous with them post-haste.
What a coincidence. That's exactly what I was thinking. Just this once, we should trust each other. For the proxy.
I have no objections.
Very well. Then you'd better keep your word. I know you've never fully trusted me, Lycaon, even before it all fell apart.
Lycaon is silent for a while, seeming to be caught in some memories from long ago.
You wanted to speak to me alone?
I know you and Hugo are as thick as thieves and don't hide anything from one another. But you can't tell him what I'm about to tell you.
Did something happen with him?
Hugo is an intelligent and gifted child. He learns everything I teach with ease. In time, he'll grow beyond me. Reach a place where people will marvel and look up to him as a beacon.
Yeah. As much as I hate to admit it, he always picks things up just a teeny bit quicker than me. But none of that matters, because I can overpower him easy.
I don't think being gifted is a good thing for him.
What do you mean?
He bears a dark and painful past. What he was taught, the hatred he was faced with, everything he picked up. It's all become an integral, inseparable part of him. I believe that beautiful flowers can blossom even in the darkest abyss. But the roots of that flower would draw from evil instead of good. Hatred instead of love. It's a curse that flows through his lineage. A curse that fate branded him with. I've seen far too many people like that throughout this long life of mine. They struggle with this curse their whole lives. But they all end up failing in the end. The path of light is narrow and fleeting. And the darkness is filled with such temptation that dropping your guard for even just a moment can send you spiraling straight into the abyss.
Do you mean Hugo's going to be a bad guy?
I don't know. I hope he'll always stay true to his heart. That he won't give in to hatred and ambition. That he won't become the dragon that must be slain. But he has inherited the seed of evil. You cannot let it take root. I'm afraid I won't be there to help you. There's not much life left in this old body of mine. So then, Lycaon, promise me now. You must hold his chain tight. To restrain him. To stop him. And when necessary, to choke him.
Back to present, after about a not so happy collaboration, Lycaon and Hugo finally managed to deal with the mechanism.
You've become slow. Or maybe you've been on guard against me this whole time, and that's what's slowing you down. Looks like I was right. Lycaon, I hope you're aware that the one who betrayed Mockingbird and went to work for the Mayflowers was you. Not me. I would never betray my companion.
I don't wish to repeat myself, but you should not break our oath.
That's the path I've chosen, and I'm going to stick to it.
But you know that path will lead you the wrong way.
Who are you to lecture me about right and wrong?
I believe any path that makes you feel pain must be the wrong one.
Your disgusting sympathies make me sick, Lycaon. There's only ever been one person who can kill me or save me, and that is me.
Great, it worked!
And look, everyone's back. After a while, the team has completed their respective tasks, everyone gathers again. I can't believe we're the last squad to arrive. Clearly, if this is saying to a certain somebody. We wouldn't have come in the last place if we weren't so busy arguing. For perfect coordination, partners such as Lord Faith and I, coming in first place is to be expected. Sure, let's treat everyone else. Alright, fair enough. Once we complete the mission, I'll treat the proxy to me. Since when did we agree to a race? Everyone, the location in Bringer's notebook is not far from here. Let's move out. You hear a strange noise coming from ahead.
That was loud. What's happening up ahead?
Hold on, everyone. I'll go check it out.
I didn't hear anything.
That was loud. What's happening up ahead?
It's probably multiple ethereals attacking. Just in case, I'll go with you.
Vivian, you should go with them too. Keep an eye on Lycaon, will you? I'm worried he might sell us out to the mayor when he gets the chance.
I'd never do that. But if Miss Vivian wishes to join us, she's more than welcome.
Okay. Then I'll go with you.
Why do you look so nervous?
I've spent so much time by your side already. I need to get away from Lord Phaethon for a little bit, or I might die from this overwhelming happiness.
I get that feeling.
If that's the case, Miss Vivian, feel free to come along with me.
Okay. Alright.
Vivian stumbles off of Lycaon as the inundate.
So, how does it feel to be worshipped, Lord Phaethon?
You had that figured out a while ago, didn't you?
Sharp as always. But of course, I couldn't spoil it for her. She has to figure it out on her own. That's what makes it special.
Not only that, you asked Lycon and Vivian to leave for a reason. Is there something you'd like to say to me?
I can't keep anything from you, can I? I've always treated Vivian like my own little sister. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but she looks a lot like Serena.
Well, button.
I think I mentioned it before. Serena was my half-sister. She passed away a long time ago. Vivian adores you. Whether you're Phaethon or just Belle. Of course, I also have a lot of respect for someone like you. Strong, fair, and genuinely kind. So I hope... I beg you, please keep her safe.
Hang on. What's that supposed to mean?
Think of it as the last bit of conscience I have left. A kid as pure as her. She should stay alongside someone who walks in the light. Like you.
I got that.
Not
feeling.
even Vivian can agree with all my beliefs. One day we'll go our separate ways.
Your beliefs? What do you mean exactly?
You probably heard from Lycon. We swore an oath when we started Mockingbird. We swore to use our own hands to right the wrongs in this world. But never, under any circumstances, would we take another human life. I stayed true to my words. Until my father, the man I hated, stood right before me. I could have ended his life easily, but I hesitated. I remembered that damned oath and their repeated attempts to convince me I didn't do it. Because of that, innocent people died. All because of him. If I'd killed him first, then none of those tragedies would have happened. People like him don't deserve to live. After that, I realized sometimes taking one life really can save countless others.
I understand where you're coming from.
I knew you'd understand. Vivian has a good heart. I don't want her to get her hands dirty. But you know how it is. In this world, someone has to be the bad guy. So, I want to apologize to you.
I get that feeling.
Why apologize all of a sudden?
You're incredibly strong, kind, capable, and really, really lucky. The world needs more people like you. Remember that revenge movie I told you about, Children of Devils? I still haven't found it, but I came across another videotape with the same name. Turns out, in that story, the Children of Devils are actually the children of gods. Sorry for rambling. Hope you don't mind. They should be back soon. Please, look after Vivian for me.
I got that feeling. I've been somewhat a little spoiled because of a certain thumbnail what it says. I really get that feeling. I really don't like being spoiled. How am I still 77%? I even checked before. I know I'm almost done. What the heck is that green crystal?
What is this? It looks like a cocoon.
Careful, everyone. If I'm not mistaken, that's a sacrifice in there.
It appears to be in hibernation. We don't know when it'll wake up.
If it does wake up, we'll be in serious trouble.
Wait, those spots Bringer marked in his notebook. Are you saying each one might have a sacrifice like this? That means there must be at least a dozen of them. And that's only counting the ones we know so far. These sacrifices may still be hibernating, but the fact that there are so many of them out there is terrifying. The Exaltists must have a way to revive them. And that's not all. These sacrifices can exist outside the Hollows. If they make their way into populated areas...
I'm afraid it will lead to a catastrophic disaster likened to the fall of the old capital. That's almost certainly what they meant by vengeance against all New Eridu.
Let's find a way to get rid of these sacrifices. We can't let the Exaltists have them.
Thank you for helping me find this sacrifice. But sorry, kids. You won't be the ones to keep it.
Oh no.
It's that annoying old man. Why is he here?
Ugh, I knew there was a bad feeling.
I'd advise you to choose your words wisely, young lady.
You were from the Ravenlock family. So it was you.
That face. Oh, I know you. I heard about what happened to your friend.
Okay, I'm just giving that
If only she'd...
I'm scared because I'm not.
It seems your goal was this sacrifice all along. You've been tailing us, haven't you? Keeping your distance so that I wouldn't notice.
The reason I skipped that because I am not playing Anby's story. I thought I could play that after this. Yes, I was wrong. Probably shouldn't have done it before.
As expected of a Wolf Tyrant, you are very perceptive. That's right. All thanks to your ex-partner, we were able to carry out our plan smoothly.
Oh no. Alright, we're doing another BRB, but I really need to use the bathroom. No, I really don't want to do another sidewalk. Okay, I didn't know this was gonna happen, but still, I knew something was gonna happen. I'll be back. BRB.
not exactly happy being called that, but what he said is true.
Hugo takes one step forward and walks over to Hugo's.
Wait, Hugo, what do you mean?
I made a deal with Mr. Hartman in advance. So, would you kindly step aside and let us have this sacrifice? Of course, you can choose to refuse, but if you do, then I'll have to take coercive measures.
I guess, definitely.
What did you offer him?
Everything we know about the sacrifices plus the core itself.
But why?
It's simple. I want to climb higher. Mr. Hartman offered me a chance to join Tops. Who could say no to that?
Uh-oh.
No. Impossible. You promised to help me investigate the Exaltists. You told me the whole point of Mockingbird was to do anything it takes to bring a little justice to this world. Was all of that just a lie?
You're just too gullible, Vivian. I also told you, everybody lies. To hide their true intentions, people lie so smoothly, they don't even bat an eye.
You...
What a wonderful show of betrayal and backstabbing! Bravo! I've got no interest in your little feud. But would you all be so kind as to step aside? My men still have some delicate handiwork to do. To extract that sacrifice behind you.
Over my dead body. Hugo, why in the world would you do that?
Instead of wasting your time on idle chatter, why not focus your energy on the battle ahead?
Flip a switch. Your plans will never succeed.
It's useless. Don't you get it? You're not just going against the people in front of you. You're not going against me.
A perfect conduit.
Rather, the entire Ravenlock family, even the whole of Tops. There's no chance of victory for you.
Flip the switch.
They already escaped through the fissure with the sacrifice. We have to catch up. We can't let them have the sacrifice. Any dialogue? Hartman mercenaries are quickly dealt with.
You guys are such a pain. Hugo, stop standing around. Time for you to act. We had a deal. Give me the sacrifice core now.
Did we? I don't remember. I imagine this is your favorite kind of entertainment. Watching allies betray each other, suspicion festering until it all turns to bitter hatred. Seeing people tear each other apart like wild beasts, just like your decaying family. Does it comfort that dead conscience of yours?
You. What's that supposed to mean?
He tricked you.
I am loving the look on your face right now? Right when you think you've succeeded, I'm here to tell you it was all fake. None of it was real. Let this pain sink in. It's karma for what you did to me back then.
You're insane. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You still don't recognize me, do you? Let me give you a little hint. My full name is Hugo Vlad Ravenlock.
That's impossible. You're part of our family?
I may be an illegitimate child, but I have the same blood flowing in my veins as you.
I know you. You're that bastard of his. Damn it. I could have sworn you were already.
My dear uncle, you were never worthy of your position. You have no claim to the Ravenlock lineage. You may have killed all of my father's other children, but sorry to disappoint. I'm still alive.
Oh, so he's...
I am the true heir to the Ravenlock family.
So you want...
You're a bastard. You have no right to inherit the family.
That's not for you to decide. Master Edmund is very supportive of my claim.
Edmund? That's impossible. You weaseled your way into Top's inner circle?
Master Edmund doesn't care who achieves his goal. In other words, he'd happily let me take over the Ravenlock family, as long as I'm more competent than you.
This can't be! You don't know the family's real secret!
I know a lot more than you think, including everything that you've done. Just give up. You never even stood a chance.
Damn it.
This was all fake, right? You were just putting on an act to fool this old man, right? I actually fell for it. Don't do that again. At least give us a heads up next time.
Vivian, everything I did was to rightfully inherit the Ravenlock family. That part is true. Now, I'm going to kill this man who stole what was never his. I'll make sure he can never be a threat again.
You can't kill him. We still need information from him on the sacrifices and the Exaltists.
You must be misunderstanding something, Lycaon. Just like you chose the mayor, I chose Tops. At least for now, Tops has the same interests as me. I'm not going to harm my own self-interests. Be it intel on the sacrifices or the core itself. I'm handing everything over to Master Edmund.
Why?
I just want to take back what's mine. If fate is not willing to give me justice, then I'll just have to seize it with my own hands. Stealing, robbing, lying, or betraying. I'll do whatever it takes.
Even if it means selling your soul to the devil? You know about the power struggle between Tops and City Hall. Those elites at Tops would be only too happy to see the Exaltists plotting a grand attack on New Eridu using sacrifices.
That would severely harm the Mayflower's reputation and approval rating in New Eridu. And that's exactly what Tops wants to see.
If that happens, countless people will die.
I'm sorry it has to be this way, but I have to do this. I'm going to get everything Master Edmund wants. Inherit the Ravenlock name, climb to the top. And then I'll be able to change everything for good. For a permanent and absolute victory. We must endure the pain of cutting away rotten flesh. And persevere through the darkest hour before dawn. Someone has to do it.
Hugo, it's not too late for you to stop. You can still walk away from this.
This is the path I've chosen. Without power, resources, or strength, we can't do anything. Mockingbird is the perfect example. All the talk about using our power to tip the scales of justice and hover over them like the sword of Damocles. It's just a delusion. In their eyes, we're nothing but annoying gnats. Mockingbird has never really changed anything, or saved anyone. Never in the past, not now, and never will in the future. None of it matters.
I understand your anger and resentment, but you can't let those feelings consume you.
Sorry, Proxy. I know what you're trying to say. But this isn't some children's story of a dragon slayer becoming an evil dragon. Sometimes, to slay the dragon, you must first become one. With sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. So I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the abyss. It's about time you kneel.
Amateurs.
Out of my way. Is that all?
Time to fight back.
Out of my way.
Everything you just said. Is that what you truly believe?
A perfect conduit.
Of course. Are you surprised?
I have never once.
I don't want it to end like this. There must be another way.
Not bad. There isn't, Vivian. This is the final lesson I'll impart to you. Those who cannot give up anything are destined to end up with nothing. Truth be told, Proxy, I envy you. The world needs.
Ah, dang it. Skip another dialogue unintentionally again.
All right, you got me. But too bad. I have my own methods.
Uh-oh.
What are you doing?
Well then, make your choice. The sacrifice core, or your precious Faithin. I know you took it. Don't forget, I'm the one who taught you that.
Okay, the core is yours. Just leave Lord Faithin alone.
What a shame. Did you really think I'd keep my promise? That's right. This is the real me. What's the matter? Thinking of killing me? Didn't you say all life is precious? Drop your foolish facade.
I knew it. You...
He has inherited the seed of evil. Do not let it take root. When the time comes, you must be the one.
Go on, kill me. If you've got the guts, do it.
Traitor.
Dang.
Master Proxy, are you okay? Are you hurt?
Don't worry, I'm fine. I just never thought things would turn out like this.
Nice.
Lord Phaethon, I'm sorry. I had no idea Hugo would do that to you. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. No matter what, this isn't your fault, Vivian.
If only I'd noticed sooner. I should have realized earlier.
Vivian quietly walks to the edge of the roof. She hesitates for a long time, finally looks down naturally, nothing's there.
Hugo, he...
That's a hollow down there. If you need, I can arrange for someone to go in and search for his body.
That isn't necessary.
To be frank, I thought you'd hate him for his betrayal, Miss Vivian.
I do hate that he's keeping things from me, but all these years, Hugo's been like family to me. I believe he's still with us.
Me too. There's a chance he's still alive.
Right.
I'm terribly sorry, but I must tell you, it is impossible for Hugo to be alive. My hand went through his heart.
Sorry to interrupt, everyone. But just so you know, Hartman's gone. Probably slipped away during all the chaos.
I'm sorry, I was so focused on Master Proxy's safety, I wasn't paying attention to him.
Same, but it doesn't matter. We all know what he did. And he will pay for what he did today.
Yes. I'll be reporting all of this to the mayor. He's not getting away with this. Well then, now that it's all over, let's head back.
Meanwhile, not far away stands a mysterious figure.
Another obstacle out of the way. She's going to be pleased about this.
Who are you?
May the Creator guide us.
Oh no.
I don't like that image.
Fear, suffering, despair, and destruction. That's the future I see. Lord Phaethon.
Oh boy.
After acting highly Lycaon take his leave while Vivian returned to the field store with us, but for some reason she remained silent the entire way. You okay? What Phaethon?
I'm fine, just a little distracted.
After what happened, you deserve some rest. Yeah, I'll need more time to think about Hugo and the Exhaustus. For what I know about Hugo, he could have easily taken down someone like Hartman, but there was no way for him to put on such a show. And to deliberately use you as hostage. But I don't think he ever intended to harm you. What Hugo said in the end, I don't know, something feels off. And that business with the sacrifice core. Maybe there's some deeper, more terrible secret behind all this. I have a small request. It might sound a bit strange, but Lord Phaethon, can I stay at the field store for a few days? I just don't want to be alone right now. Of course. Yeah, we're not comfortable with leaving you alone like this same way. Thank you. I'll sleep on the couch. I won't disturb Lord Phaethon at all. If I wake up and find out everything was just a dream, how wonderful that would be. Well, that's part A. Do it carefully, and now your mind must feel exceptionally clear. How is the interesting? Big scale hull disaster coming soon. Magma is done. Who has been a headache? Oh, this was something I didn't see after playing Astro's story. Um, how much did I not... Okay, I'll just figure this off stream. How much do I have now? Hang on. Oh, fine. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, so I got one. So other than the dailies, subtracting the daily lock-ins, I have 11. So I'll just do this one. I mean, nice to get real early, but I can't. Now I want to try and get Bernice. I have her engine, but I didn't get her because I lost the 50-50. Anywho. Let's start the story. Probably shouldn't have started. I shouldn't have probably done. Yeah, but.
I just came back from Waterfall Soup.
What happened? Did something come up with General Chop?
No, nothing really. It might not even be a big deal. General Chop just mentioned that Soldier 11 hasn't come to eat noodles at the shop for quite some time. We haven't heard from her in a while either.
Maybe she's out on a mission?
On a mission? But even then, she'd still try to reply to messages from you. That's what she did before. This is starting to worry me now. If only her squad mates were with her.
A few days ago, Trigger visited Scout Outpost. If I'm not mistaken, you're back to inquire about Soldier 11 again. When was the last time you got some shut-eye? They're closed right now, don't worry, I'm fine. And I can't rest until I confirm her whereabouts. Recently, she keeps getting redeployed, and I haven't been able to contact her, which is very unusual. We are colleagues, after all, so I thought perhaps you might have some information. You're in luck, however. I want you to promise me something. Don't push yourself too hard, and go get a good night's sleep. For her sake, if anything else. Thanks, I'll do my best for you too, right? I know you say that to everyone, but fine, here goes. Someone who looks like a lot like Soldier Reverend was spotted around Hollow Zero. According to eyewitness account, she was with some armed individual who were not defense force personnel. I'll send you the precise coordinates. Are you heading out now, Trigger?
I've got your back. Only the brave will win. Eradicate all evil.
We fighting? Take me.
Only the brave will win. This is the path I follow. Eradicate all evil.
Is the touch my tail? And ooh, the stage will be mine.
No. Wrong button.
I am the eye of this.
I shall follow your orders.
What the?
I've got your back.
I'm at your disposal. Thank you for the recognition.
I'll help you win. The lunch is
Awaiting. Ready and waiting. Awaiting further instructions.
Did you call me? Meow.
Again!
I'll help you with. You ain't seen nothing yet. Did you call me? Relax. It's like a walk in the park.
I keep pushing wrong buttons!
Is it time to head maybe? Huh? One standing.
Starlight, it's time to shine.
Can I get it too?
Need some.
Standing by.
I try not to use Anby, but
Ready for combat. A new case to solve?
oh come on! What? Why
by.
does with Anby I get two? But if I use anyone who has the same lightning, same type, I only get one. How does this make any sense?
Let me finish my. Nothing to fear.
It's our turn.
Isn't work.
I have
Standing by.
need.
Did you
I
touch me?
I'm here, so we got time for another win.
We fighting? Take me.
Okay, I didn't. Feeling Trigger is looking for Anby, so I'm not using Anby in the team. So, Caesar, let's go. I need some shield. Cause when I don't get this. Ugh.
We've arrived at the coordinates Ray provided. She's so kind. Ether vision activate.
Weaklings!
The melody of combat. Fire support ready. Suspicious ether fluctuations over there. Recalibrating. Adjusting for wind. Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill. The brave fear nothing. Time to pin them down. Fire support ready. I'll pierce right through. You're in my sights.
Good thing I spotted the treasure during qualifying. Give me the loot and the money. Roll one attack. I'll go alert the other. Roll! Trigger sustains and catch an enemy. Don't hit me. You're from the defense force. A soldier of the people. You can't just go dishing out vigilance and justice, can you? I don't need to get my hands dirty. I just need to leave you in a place where no one can find you and remove your protective gear. It'll be the corruption here that'll take your life. Fine, I'll tell you everything. Just look for that woman, right? You're looking for that woman, right? The one wearing a military uniform like yours. With that intriguing force. The others already restrained her, and they took her that way. That's so. Thank you for your cooperation. Trigger slams the butt of her gun hard against the enemy's mask. Ah! The fake soldier wailing doesn't save him from being forcibly put to sleep. Sending him into a peaceful, oblivion was an act of mercy.
That's Soldier 11?
Take out that sniper!
Now! I won't let you take her! Recalibrating. Not even close! Weaklings! Time to pin them down. Supporting position. Time to shine! Show no mercy. My bullets are one with the wind. The target's exposed. Time to pin them down. I'll pierce right through. The melody of combat. Now! Supporting position. Press the advantage. Ether vision activate.
Amidst all the direct turbulence, Trigger catches sight of Soldier 11. However, something feels different. Soldier 11 is not acting like her usual self.
Soldier 11! No, damn it. You should have been no match for her. What did you do?
Ah, the blind sniper. So you actually can see.
Let me put this back in the hole.
Release her, or else you'll have my bullets to answer to.
Your friend is beyond help, Sniper. There's no stopping Silver's revival.
Just as Trigger fires a shot, the enemy vanished into a fissure with Soldier 11 in arms. More enemies being closing in, and by the time Trigger finishes dealing with them, the fissure has already closed.
Damn you. Silver's revival. What did he mean by that?
It's me. Sorry. Could you help me relay a message to the captain when you have the time? Soldier 11 and I will both be using up all our leaves starting today. Are we going on vacation together? Without me? I'm already racking my brain trying to figure out what I did to upset you. You know it's not like that. I know, Soldier 11. You haven't found her yet? Yeah, please don't tell the captain about this just yet. She's already got enough on her plate. Are you sure you don't need any of my help? Appreciate the offer, but won't be necessary. I don't want to kick the hornet's nest. After all, Soldier 11's recent frequent redeployment are also on orders from the higher up. Then am I the kick or the hornet's nest? I'm gonna be the hornet's nest. That way, you'll think of me whenever you talk about hornets. Why would I ever talk about hornets? Never mind. There's something else too. What, there's more? I want to know, what does Silver Revival mean? Sounds like a new Asteroid Yao emblem. You're so sleep deprived that you lost your sense of humor. Silver for rival forever? Want me to ask about it on there or not? You're the best. Call me as soon as you have something. I always miss hearing your sweet voice. Oh, stop it. Save your sweet talk for someone who actually needs it. Now, Soldier Trigger, I order you to go and get some rest. A few days later, Trigger received a call from her companion. Going to reply, she has already reached out to the information through internet. Without that information, a young woman on 6th Street holding a fried chicken burger. A young woman holding a fried chicken burger. How I can recognize the smell of fried chicken burger. I think I know. Yep, Anby.
Hello.
Is it you? The one who contacted me on Internet?
Yep.
Huh?
Oh, the burger. Sorry, I was starving, so I already finished it. Thanks for coming to meet me. Long story short, we need to stop Silver from coming back. By the way, what was your name again?
I hadn't introduced myself. I'm still unsure if I can trust you.
Oh.
Don't take it personally. I'm always cautious with people I've just met, especially someone from Internet who claims to have intel without any solid proof. But I have to admit, you do seem kind of familiar. Even though I can't see your face, you somehow remind me of a friend. A friend who's in danger.
They've taken her, haven't they?
Wait, how much do you actually know?
I'm just as clueless as you about what's happening. But you might have heard of me. I'm Anby, the former captain of Silver Company.
So, you're...
Yeah, that's me. I'm the one who died in Soldier 11's place. So you should get why I feel responsible for her.
Would you understand if I say I'm still not completely convinced?
No worries. I've dealt with even more skeptical people before. Trust isn't gained on words alone. So how about we meet inside the Hollow?
Inside the Hollow?
I'm not the best with words. Showing you through my actions might be more convincing. You just need to see me in battle.
So you're that Anby. Sorry I can't trust you yet. Then it looks like I must win your trust. Let's meet in the Hollow. Once you see my combat skills, you'll understand what I mean. Alright, the deal. Let's head back and prepare. Talk to the proxies. Anby, you still haven't gone back to the cunning hairs. Have I imposed too much? Sorry, I'll help out around the shop. Actually, please don't. Every time you sort out videotapes, 18 has to go through and relay. Are you and Nicole having a fight? No, I would never fight with Nicole. It's just, I got caught up in a sticky situation and I don't need to drag the cunning hairs into it. Oh, I see how it is. So dragging us into it is okay, just not them? That's not what I meant. I'll help out around the store, and I'll bring you burgers too. Andy? Anby. What? You can stay here as long as you want. If you need help, we'll always be there for you. I understand, thank you. I'd like to rest for a bit now. I have an appointment later that I need to keep. Get some rest. If Nicole comes knocking, I can stall her for a bit, but I can't keep it from her forever, you know. Mouse. Bass. And for part 2. Or short while later. Are you going out? Yes, is there anything you'd like me to bring back? Juice, burgers, milk, burgers, or anything? I passed by the store and went back from the Hollow. Off to the Hollow again, just like that. I made an agreement with someone. Rest assured, I already prepared the carrot. I won't need to bother you this time, Proxy. We don't need Milk Burger. We just want you to return safe and sound. Don't worry, I will in that case. And in combat.
Watch out.
There's Trigger. You're very punctual. Back then, I used to make soldiers who were late to do push-ups. So, Soldier Levin's is safe. As long as I've known her, she never missed an appointment, nor has she ever been out of contact. We'll find her, Trigger. Can I call you Trigger? Please do. I don't have a nicer sounding name. This time, I'll leave the flying to me. All you need to do is carefully observe my movement. Don't worry, I'll cover you when I deem it necessary.
Let me take a good look at your movements.
Unfortunately, the enemy is too weak. I won't be able to show you my full combat abilities.
Any more dialogue?
You don't strike me as the type of person who'd say something like that.
Okay, can there not be like a long gap between conversations?
I'll take point. Adjusting for wind. I see now. There's no mistaking it. You really are that Anby. A person's fighting style is a raw response in life and death situations. It can't be easily faked like a resume or some other physical token. You and Soldier 11, the way you fight and use ether, it's nearly identical. Incredible.
We're sisters. Assuming that sisters means replicas from the same blueprint, that is.
So the rumors circulating in the military about Silver Company, they're really true?
How much have you heard?
Only that Silver Company no longer exists. But biologically creating soldiers in mass quantities, how could that even be possible?
From what I know, besides intelligent constructs, everyone is born biologically. Delivered by storks, so they say. So, making one isn't much different from making 100.
Was that supposed to be a joke?
Yeah, my jokes never really hit the mark. Sorry about that.
No, I'm the one who should be saying sorry. I was just astonished. I never thought the military had this level of technology. If they could mass produce soldiers, then why would they still...
I understand. If they could use replicas as cannon fodder, then why still risk human lives? That's what you're thinking, right?
I was trying to say it in a more... diplomatic way.
It's okay. I won't take offense. Not over this. They'd probably say the reason is because replicas are simply too expensive. While a Silver Company soldier could change the game, it costs nearly as much as training a top-tier general and paying their fees and pension for their family. The real cost isn't in creating the mind or body, but in replicating the subject's unique physical abilities, mental aptitude, and reflexes. And what's even more costly is that, for reasons that were not fully understood when the research was halted, these unique qualities couldn't be fully replicated in mass production. As for the inferior ones, they were deemed as disposable.
Anby, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't. But there's always someone who does mean that. There's always someone with an agenda, trying to use us. Maybe that's why Silver Company fell. I won't forgive those people. Any of them. However, the downfall itself isn't entirely a bad thing. With Silver Company gone, their evil technology was lost with it. Or so I thought. Until now.
Silver's revival. So you're saying someone has resurrected that technology? Soldier 11's abduction seems linked to this. I have to admit, your theory has some merit. But as far as I know, all the data from that time was erased. Could it be the Defense Force? Hold on. Something doesn't add up.
What are you thinking about?
If they truly wanted to secretly revive this technology, they wouldn't need to take Soldier 11 at all. I know my squad mate. All it would take is an order from up top, and she'd put herself on the operating table without a peep.
Really? So, that's how she is now.
She's the model example of a loyal soldier. Isn't that how you remember Soldier 11?
No. I never knew a Soldier 11 in the past. Only...
How could this be happening? There shouldn't be so many ethereals here.
I recognize this formation. We once used it to battle ethereals.
What?
It's another legacy of Silver Company. Back then, we had a brilliant sister who excelled in strategy over combat. Let's handle this. The person we're after must be behind it. TWCA Type 3.
Is that the name of that formation? Target locked. The enemy is ambushing. Support in position. Fire support ready.
Neutralize.
You're in my sights.
This feels familiar. I don't like it. Denver!
Not one for nostalgia? I'm starting to understand you more now.
My bullets are one with the wind! Target confirmed. Go.
Time to pin them down.
Lycaon!
Ready. The melody of combat. Time to pin them down.
Warning.
Get behind me! Ether vision activate. The target's weary.
Standing by. Thunder!
Anby, what is that?
That's the old Silver Squad uniform.
I see. Let's give chase.
Any more dialogue? No? Good. Inside a lab tucked away in the buildings.
As expected of Captain, her skills, they're still as sharp as ever. Truly remarkable. I feel honored just being her defect. Silver Squad can't be without its captain. Ouch. Give me some meds, eh? You're the worst of any defect! I know you can't talk, but is there something wrong with your nerves, too? Be gentle! Seriously, I have fewer and fewer parts of my original body, and yet I feel more and more pain. I'm curious why that is. But you wouldn't understand such a complex question, would you? Because you're an idiot.
Enough. Stop making that miserable noise. Now, about our subject. She's still alive, right? There you are. So, call you Soldier 11 now, right? What a hideous name.
I apologize for
There you are. So, they call you Soldier 11 now, right? What a hideous name. But looking at you now, you do have a pretty face. Pretty and pitiful. This face is the only thing we have left in common. Aside from that, I'm nothing like you. I've lost all my limbs. I'm no longer a complete member of Silver Squad. And I need a complete body for the experiment. Which is why I need you. What? You're asking me what happened? But you should know what happened that day. It was the day you weren't there. Captain Anby traded herself for you. Even with her incredible strength, she could only save one of us. But why did it have to be you? Why not me? Why not Twiggy? Tell me why! They were all dead. Heaps and heaps of corpses crushing me.
I slightly feel sorry for her.
When they found me, my limbs were severely corrupted. I couldn't move. I couldn't fight back. I used to be a soldier, ready to defend this city. But that day, I was... Hey, what do you think you're doing? You startled me. All right, fine. You're just here to remind me, right? They're here to pick up today's shipment. I'll go handle it. After that, I'll come back and tell you the rest of today's story.
Meanwhile, outside the lab, Anby and Trigger press their ears against the frosty steel door, listening closely for any sounds inside.
It seems Soldier 11 is being held captive here. So what's the plan?
The plan?
Shh. Let's discuss it over there.
Anby was current plan. It's very simple. I don't need a map to explain. Infiltrate the place and rescue Soldier 11. Go on, I'm listening. That's it. That's the whole plan? Yep, please provide support from the outside. Is there something I have to sell alone? This is something I have to sell alone. If anyone can do it, it's me. Is this how Silver Squad always operates? I'm the captain. And so, that's how it's always been done. However, back then, there was usually a backup plan. Twiggy was in charge of the backup plan. Twiggy, if I'm not mistaken, she's the enemy we're facing right now. I don't know why she can't become like this. The backup plans. What's her style? First, feline weaknesses before turning the tables with unorthodox tactics. For her, no cost is too great to regain the upper hand. That does sound like a proper backup plan. After all, it was a plan that will only be utilized when every other option has been exhausted. I'll keep in contact with you through the headset. Don't try to be a hero, Anby. If anything happens to you, you won't be able to save Soldier 11 on your own, right? I understand. I'll be careful. I was going to try to be supportive, but since you don't need it, never mind it. Anby sneaks into the lab through an unguarded air duct. The metal ducts are freezing cold, stinging her skin.
This place is cold.
I guess I could put it back on auto.
I sense the frigid air from outside. It carries a strange scent, too. Someone's entering. Are you hidden?
Don't worry. It's dark here, and the machines are pretty noisy. They won't detect me.
Soldier 11, wakey wakey. That's odd. I know I've taken quite a few samples from you and injected some meds, but you'll tough it out, won't you? Won't you? Do you enjoy being pampered? Because you're the youngest sister? Oh, that won't do. Get up and play with me. Good. That's my girl. Now, let's continue our story. Where was I? Ah, yes. About how some kind scavengers found me without limbs. Such kind-hearted folks. They sold me. And unfortunately, my ignorant new owner couldn't see any use for a limbless worm like me. So I was sold off again. I was treated like merchandise on the black market. Sold alongside gangster stuff and modded bamboo. That's when I realized we Silver Company soldiers weren't any different from bamboo. Just made of flesh and blood. The only real distinction is we feel more pain. And that's when I met her.
Who?
She bought me as a trophy girl. Cut me open and operated on me, checking my internal organs by hand. Anesthesia doesn't work on us. You know that, right? So it hurt. It hurt like hell.
Maybe I may delete this pic.
Then, out of the blue, she smiled at me. Looking back now, I think she must have noticed something unusual about my body. She told me that she was once a military doctor, but was discharged, and now worked as a rogue doctor. She was familiar with everything about Silver Company, and was willing to help me. So, I underwent surgery and received mechanical prosthetics. Nothing too fancy. I don't think I'll ever use them for combat, but they serve their purpose, helping me stand and do calculations. My true value lies in my memory. You see, my brain is the only thing that has remained intact. Thus, I remember everything. I remember our home, and the time spent with our sisters. I remember that as long as we fought alongside our captain, we were considered the most powerful fighting force. I remember assisting in their research and using my own 2 hands to welcome new sisters into this world. That rogue doctor used her connections to get me some incomplete research data. Using my fragmented memories combined with that data, I was able to piece things together. And now, I've nearly revived the technology of Silver Company. Fortunately, I've remembered. I've survived and can recall our past. And now, reforming Silver Squad is my mission. Because this is my home. Our home. So, do you like my plan?
Captain Anby.
When did you notice me?
My little puppy spotted you a while ago, and I instructed her to raise the alarm. You know, Captain, I'm actually glad you're here. I've been thinking that we need to talk.
Give her back, and then we'll talk.
If you want her, come get her yourself.
Abby rushes out the lab and reunites with Trigger.
Trigger!
Say no more. I've got it. Or get locked. Support in position. Recalibrating.
They're exposed.
Adjusting for wind. Show no mercy. Quick shot. The melody of combat. This bullet will reach its mark. Fire support ready.
Fracture!
Support in position. Time to pin them down. That's the Captain Anby I know. Cleaning your knives with the filthy blood of this scum suits you. Don't give me that, idiot. Now you're worried about whose side I'm on? Our side, of course. I created you so you never saw Captain Anby in her prime. After everything I've been through, I thought I would have forgotten. But I still remember. So, have you ditched the uniform, Captain?
Twiggy.
I'd keep it as pajamas if I were you. It's nice to reminisce about the days of glory and agony, isn't it?
I never knew you were still alive, Twiggy.
Yeah, I was always the worst at fighting. But I survived. It's only natural for you not to expect that, Captain.
You're not as terrible a fighter as you think. Your sharp mind makes up for it.
Yes, you said something similar before. I'll never forget that. You persuaded them to keep me, and you encouraged me to acknowledge my true value. You're right. I am valuable. I understand that all too well now. Trash may perish easily, but not me. I'm valuable. Precious, even. There's always someone who sees value in me. Just like you did before. Sometimes I wonder if I were just an ordinary citizen in New Eridu and not part of Silver Squad, maybe I could have become a researcher at the White Star Institute, studying deep topics like 3 forms of etheric manifestation in specific hollows. Sure, I might be sharp, but there are different kinds of smart. Growing up in Silver Squad, I had no street smarts. Competing for profit, seeing through lies, and striving for a better life with limited resources. These I had to learn the hard way, year after year.
You've been through a lot. Is that why you're doing this now?
I don't need a reason. At least not one to convince you. The only person I've needed to convince is my backer.
You know better than anyone. Silver Company was an evil undertaking. That technology should never resurface.
Evil? Are you suggesting that you, I, and our sisters were all evil?
We are evil incarnate.
So,
we should all just be destroyed?
No, but we should not continue in our evil.
Oh, I see. That's very enlightening, Captain. We should be eating burgers, watching movies, working a job, and going on dates. Instead of being maimed, sold, tortured, and struggling to survive. You know I care for you, Captain Anby. Whatever you do, I won't hold it against you. But that doesn't mean you can stand here and say these things so lightly to my face.
You know where I am, don't you? You know where I live, what burgers I like, what movies I watch, and who I spend time with. Since you know, you're welcome to visit me anytime, Twiggy. I'm your captain. I'll personally deliver the punishment you deserve, and then seek redemption with you together.
Captain.
We can still make things right before you make a greater mistake. Fortunately, I found you before things got any worse. I have so much to tell you, but maybe another time. For now, we should...
The conversation is interrupted. Anby is stunned to see a body tossed in front of her. It's Soldier 11. She's pale and there's still signs of life in her. She's breathing.
All right, I'm returning your favorite girl. Now we're even, Anby.
Twiggy?
I said we're even. From now on, you can stop acting like a captain and save this foolish talk.
Yuki kicked the limb of Soldier 11 to the ground. Anby quickly lifts her up and hands her the trigger.
Soldier 11! Wake up, Soldier 11! Anby, she doesn't look good. We need to get out of this hollow ASAP.
I see how it is. Twiggy, I'll be back. I won't just abandon you.
You sicken me. Like I said, just save the foolish talk. I can't stand to hear that kind of mush from someone who looks exactly like me.
It's not mush. And I hope you'll get used to it. Let's go, Trigger.
Twiggy stands and watches as Anby leaves.
Hey, go contact you-know-who. Ugh, cut the crap! You think I don't realize I shouldn't cut the middleman and contact the client directly? Look at the mess we're in! The junk she's brought won't fix this. Our best shot is exploiting Anby's inner weakness. She's let go of her most lethal weapon, her daring and ruthless fighting style. Now she's like a hired gun with a family to feed, focused on surviving to get the paycheck. I can handle her if we exploit that. But I need to keep everything in check, or else all my efforts so far will have been...
You've been diligent, little Twiggy.
Stop calling me that!
As you know, your research is crucial. You're just like me. We're here to foster hope. Our work is the only cause worth fighting for in this world. Of course, I understand. Sometimes, when hope is scarce, certain issues can only be resolved with sheer violence. The stuff I mentioned last time is ready. Send some of your people to retrieve it. It's not exactly new Eridu tech, so use it carefully.
Anby, are you okay? It's fine. I understand if you don't feel like talking right now. How is Soldier Left's condition? The answer will only make you feel worse. She still hasn't regained conscious. As you requested, I left her at the Random Play video store. The kind siblings working there are taking care of her as we speak. It's been so long, but the shop has barely changed. Now's not the time to be talking about that. You must be anxious to see her. Come with me. Anby follows Trucker to the video store. You're back. Looks like whatever you got mixed up in this time was pretty serious. Anything you want to know? Soldier 11, how's the condition? Stable, that's all I can say. Her body temperature, heart rate, and pulse remain stable. Honestly, given her current state, that's actually quite abnormal. Moreover, she hasn't regained consciousness. Would you like to see her? Approaches Soldier 11. It solidly calls out a name. Looks like it didn't work. Anby lowers her hand sadly and prepares to leave.
What is this place? And who am I?
Uh-oh.
You're awake, Harin.
Great, you're awake. I've been worried about you, Soldier 11.
Soldier 11? Is that my name? It sounds odd and could easily get confused with another number like Soldier 161051. Only a fool would call herself that.
I can see you're doing much better now, but I won't let you talk about yourself like that.
Her memories seem jumbled. The injuries might be more serious than they appear. When a Silver Company replica is severely wounded, their memories are often the first thing to fail. Even me, all those years ago, there was a time when I couldn't remember anything.
Is that so? Then what about your combat skills? Were they affected?
Would the Defense Force abandon her if she couldn't fight anymore?
Well, I know we wouldn't do that.
Proxy.
Yeah, having one more mouth to feed won't hurt. It's nothing compared to our monthly electricity bill.
Plus, our little black cat needs another playmate. He's already getting bored of us.
I am not
You know how
confident.
short-handed we are, right, Charon? Oops, I mean Trigger.
Charon?
There you go, trying to be funny again. Guess that's your unique charm, manager. Jokes aside, I can't vouch for the Defense Force, but I can promise that Obel Squad won't abandon her.
I see. Well, we know how resilient she is, so we're confident she'll bounce back.
It seems you and Soldier 11 go way back, Anby. Could you share more about her? And maybe how we can help her recover faster? We're here to help.
Are you sure it won't be too much trouble for you?
Don't worry. Nicole's caused a lot more trouble for us. Besides, Soldier 11 is our friend too.
I see. In that case, what she needs now is nothing too out of the ordinary. Warmth, comfort, safety, and relaxation. Also, some familiar faces, as well as her favorite foods. Ah, right. I should get her some burgers for an energy boost. I'll be right back.
Not so fast, Anby. Burgers aren't exactly Soldier 11's favorite.
Oh, they're not? What does she like then?
Spicy.
It seems Trigger already left to get it.
You'll probably find her near Waterfall Soup. By the way, General Chop is concerned about Soldier 11 as well. Be sure to let him know that she's improving.
Yeah, don't worry. She's in good hands with us here.
I got Soldier 11's favorite spicy noodles from that enthusiastic chef. I couldn't see if the noodles look spicy, but just the steam from the chili peppers alone is making me cry.
So, spicy noodles is her thing. I had no idea.
Well, that's the Soldier 11 I know. She would come to 6th Street whenever she had free time. Maybe she feels more at home here than back in the barracks. She rarely talked about anything other than training, combat, and promotions. But when she did, she'd usually mention super spicy noodles, the video store owners, the arcade, and cats.
Did she ever talk about me?
You might not like the answer. Soldier 11 has never brought you up, but she seems fixated on a certain betrayal. Apparently, Someone very important to her that she admired greatly vanished without a trace, leaving her to deal with that awful situation by herself. The person left without so much as an explanation. In the military, such actions are seen as desertion. And eventually, such deserters are marked as KIA by detached and indifferent officers. Does any of that ring a bell?
I have nothing to say. Even if she resents me, she has the right to do so.
That's pretty cold, even for me. May I suggest something?
What's that?
If you want to mend things with Soldier 11, don't say anything like that to her. Trust me, don't.
But that's the truth. I have no excuses for that. I lost my memory when I left the army. Once it returned, I wanted to contact Soldier 11, so I asked Nicole to check on her. Then I learned that she was doing well, that she had joined Obel Squad, and that she's an exemplary soldier who recently got promoted. She had a new captain and new comrades, so I felt her troubled past in Silver Squad might only weigh her down. I had no reason to show up again. Trigger.
What?
Tell me, if you were me, you would have made the same call, right?
If I were you... Yes, I might have.
That's what I thought. So, even if she hates me, I deserve it.
But I'm not you, Anby. That's the point. If I were in your shoes, I would let Soldier 11 know she was never betrayed or abandoned. I'd let her know that her comrades would search to the ends of the earth for her, and that they'd never forget her.
Trigger, you're really amazing.
That's all you have to say?
Yeah, I'm really impressed. It must be nice to have you as a comrade.
I'm not so sure about that. But we have more pressing matters to discuss now. What are you planning to do next?
I'm heading back into the Hollow to put an end to everything with Twiggy. That evil tech must never resurface again. But before that, I want to apologize to Soldier 11.
Apologize? But given the current state of her memory, she might not remember it afterward.
That's the idea.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's the best choice for my cowardly side.
Seems like it's really weighing on your mind. All right, if there's anything I can do, just say the word.
In that case, I need you to prove something to me.
Prove something? Like what?
Prove that you can take good care of Soldier 11. That's the only way I can hand her over to her new comrades without worrying.
Alleviating all your worries might not be a good thing either. But I understand. I'll prove that I can take care of her. Now then, let's head back. After all, we don't want to show up with a bowl of soggy noodles for our patient.
Looks like I've been causing a lot of trouble for you. That's right. So we're billing it all on the County Harris account. No. No. As of right now, I'm not Anby at the County Harris. But you walk and talk and look like Andy at the County Harris, so you must be Andy County Harris. Well, how can we possibly keep teasing? Well, how can we possibly keep teasing you when you're making a face like that? Jeez, Loki, you're absolutely exhausted. What you need most right now is some sleep. How about it? Want to sleep on my bed? It's really soft, you know. It's objectively very soft, Anby. I also think it's best if you go get some sleep now. Tomorrow. Worry about tomorrow's problems tomorrow. That's what we do when we receive enormous electric bills anyway. Maybe you're not ready to sleep just yet. If you'd rather watch a movie to relax, I don't mind keeping you company. Any new arrivals worth watching recently? I didn't think you'd actually be up for it. Still, I'm just glad you have energy. After all, I won't be able to finish what's coming next if I don't. Hold myself together. Oh, what is it? Is it a fight? Pretty much, it's a day. A day? Good night. The last one. I recognize me being either and I didn't see Soldier Left or Trucker the store. Did you know where they went? Though they didn't tell me where they were heading. They probably hang out. Probably out on a date together, right? A date? Why didn't they take me along with them? We should try to have bring along. Based on my experience, the optimal number of people for a day is no more than 2. Sure wants to prove to me that she can take care of Soldier Left. If I'm not present, how can she prove it to me? Maybe she just wants to go on... not to mention Soldier Left is really one tough cookie. Didn't she seriously get injured? Is it really okay for her to be running around outside like this? Being able to use all that energy to prioritize stability, vital signs, remain maximum combat efficiency. This is the most basic requirements of a qualified silver company soldier. Anby. What? You do know that someday you'll have to tell us the whole story, right? Whether you want to involve us or not, Belle and I are a part of this. We have the right to know. Can I refuse? I know that once I tell you the whole story, you two definitely won't leave me alone. Just like a blockbuster movie, no matter how complete the original story is, they'll always find a way to make a terrible sequel. I just don't want to see that sequel. Now that's a hard metaphor to follow. Sorry if there's this sign. I'll take care of some real quick. But there are some really good sequels out there too. And yeah, and sometimes the second film is terrible, but the third one turns out to be surprisingly great. We won't force you. We just hope you know that you're never alone. Why is it right? Besides, isn't this exactly what friends are for? I remember the first time I met you, Anby, and you were even more naive back then than you are now. But even then, I already had a feeling that we will become partners with a bond of trust and share moments that can never be replaced together. Yes, thanks for reminding me. Compared to who I was back then, I should have made some progress by now. Please help me contact Nicole and everyone at the County Heresy too. Look, is your runaway saga finally over? I have something I want to say to them before it all ends. Well? Why are you laughing? If you call the wife told you Anby will contact the county here today. Come on. Time to go, bye-bye. I know the many. Did you make a bet? You always get it right, Bill. And there I was thinking it was a premature to just go ahead and contact Nicole and the others like that. So you already contacted everyone at the county here before I asked? No, that was all Bill. Nicole, Billy, and Nakamata should have arrived at 6th Street by now. Mel and I still have to open the shop. Do you mind if we don't go looking for them with you? I won't get lost. Thank you so much, really. I'm truly grateful. Wonder how Ben was gonna spend those 5,000 pennies. There's Nicole.
Nicole?
Well, look who decided to come back.
I'm sorry for leaving without saying anything. You can punish me however you see fit, Nicole.
What's the use in punishing you? If anything, I'd prefer some compensation. So, how do you plan to make it up to me? I'm waiting.
I'll give up my favorite burger. From now on, I'll eat noodles every day.
Hey, that's more like compensating General Chop than me.
That won't cut it, huh? Then I won't try to squeeze in between you and Nekomata when we watch movies.
Come on. Nekomata's usually the one who's squeezing in between you and me. Show me some sincerity here.
I see. Okay. I'll forfeit my paychecks from now on.
Oh?
Yes, and I'll persuade Billy to give up his pay too. Is that
What's
good
Billy
enough
to
for
get
you?
involved?
Wait a sec. Are you trying to tarnish our reputation as an honest business? Forget it. You owe me big. I'll tell you what I need from you later.
Nicole.
Fine. Forget it. Just spare me that pitiful look. Listen, Anby. It doesn't matter who you were or what mess you've gotten into. The cutting hairs doesn't need to be a burden to you. We don't need you to shield us, and we won't intrude when you need space. You're not the only one here with a troubled past. I just wish you'd trust me more. Otherwise, I feel like I'm a total failure.
Sorry. I won't try to justify what I did. I shouldn't have run off on my own. Once this is over, I'll answer all your questions. No more hiding anything.
That's my good girl. You're a terrible liar, you know.
I know. By the way, I have a favor to ask you.
Oh, you finally need me?
Yeah. There's a woman who looks like me. She wears a Defense Force uniform and goggles. I think she should be pretty easy to spot. Can you help me locate her?
Piece of cake. On average, finding a cat takes us 3 hours, 14 minutes, and 8 seconds. Finding a person is way easier. I'll contact some of my sources. I'll let you know as soon as I get any information.
No, Billy. Anby, it's good. It's so good to finally see you. I want to close this mentally prepare myself to lose you. This close. I apologize for leaving without saying goodbye. Truly sorry. I won't let you lose me. Well, I'll do my best. How you been lately? Nicole's been ranting about you every day. Actually, she knows that you've been crashing with the proxies this whole time. She just thought that busting in to take you away. She just thought that busting in to take you away would defeat the purpose. So when you took the initiative to contact her, no matter how angry she seemed, deep down she was probably really relieved. As for Nakamura, and don't be startled, she's been genuinely really worried about you. Nakamura, worried? Who's worried about me? May have not been able to see it, but our little Nakamura has been quite restless indeed. Even though we knew the proxies were taking care of you, we also knew you seemed to be mixed up in something heavy. And she understands that you almost anyone, just how wrong the idea of just solving the problem with your own strength is. Just yesterday, Nekmon was mumbling to herself, if only I had paid more attention to her. She cares about me? Yeah, she even has a gift for you. She said that she wants to give it to you once she sees you again. She has a gift for me? I just imagine Nagumo is gonna come around, right around that corner and just... and attack Billy. You look pretty shocked. To be honest, so am I. Really? Really, I can't help but marvel how amazing the friendship between girls can be. Maybe I should watch a few more flicks about girls bands or something like that. Oh, right. Lizzie Nagmo, make sure you don't tell her I said any of that. Otherwise, she'll definitely scratch out my paint job with her claws. I was thinking. She's right over there on the corner, staring at you, glaring menacingly, evilly. Is she? I don't see her. Hey, where'd she go? Andy? Hey, please don't leave me alone! Is she really around the corner? Okay. I need to stop. I'm pretty sure people are just imagining that. Alright, yeah. Like a ball of steel wool on a non-stick pan. Andy, promise me? Please say that you promise me. Yeah, I think she heard you. You may want to get right, sir.
Who's there? Anby! It's you!
Nah.
It's been a while. I bet it must have been nice not having me around for a bit.
Yeah, definitely. It was pretty nice to not have to compete for space to lay in Nicole's lap for a change.
Humans have 2 legs, so 2 people can lay on their lap. At least, that's what I heard in a movie once.
That's our boring burger girl. You only sound cool when you're quoting movie lines. Alright, to help make you more interesting, Nikomata has a special gift for you. Here you go.
And Andy though. Dumb. Though meticulously crafted by Nagma, looking somewhat similar to Anby. Why is it top heavy? To simulate how someone often dives headfirst into the hollow. Meow.
Oh, a doll. Is it supposed to be me? With this rough stitching, I'm guessing you sewed it yourself? This is too much, Nekomata. I can't accept this.
Nah, stop being dramatic. I got a doll-making kit and was gonna make one that looks like Nicole. But it turned out super ugly. With a big head and tiny little body. It didn't look anything like Nicole. So I altered it a bit and... wow! It somehow looked just like our Anby.
But I don't look like this.
No, it's exactly like you. It's like your little twin. Go on, take it. Keep it with you all the time. And don't let it out of your sight.
You want me to carry it and never let it out of my sight? Oh, wait,
You didn't stash some sort of contraband inside it, did you? Are you trying to get PubSec to arrest me? Just because I'm a street cat doesn't mean you should be prejudiced like that. There's no contraband in the doll. I swear on Nicole's lap. All right, I'll trust you. Let me do something for you in return. How about some mackerel noodles? Ooh, Lady Nekomata appreciates your rare treat. But not now. Not now? But the noodle shop is close by. Once things settle and you're safe, you can treat me to those mackerel noodles.
Zalsama feels heavier in Andy's hand, and he lowers her head, and Nekomata grins. Anby, I received some information. The person you're looking for is at Lumia Square. There's not a woman beside her, and the two are walking towards the riverside. I see, Nekomata. Thank you. Quick, tell me I'm the best. Nicole, you're the best. Good girl. Now go have fun, and remember to come back home afterwards. Or I'm going to Lumia Square. I thought I would get another chance at tell. I guess I only get one chance. Nah, I wasn't gonna do it anyway. What the? How did I get... Oh, whatever.
So, here you are.
Sorry, Anby. I snuck out with her.
Are you feeling okay?
Are you speaking to me? You seem familiar. Like I've seen you somewhere before. But I can't quite remember.
I'm... Anby. Does that name ring a bell?
No. I don't recall anyone named Anby. Sorry. Maybe we knew each other, but this person named Trigger told me that my memory's off right now. I'll get better. And maybe then I'll remember something about you.
I see. Where did you and Trigger go today?
We tried some food called noodles. They were this
Let me find my
amazing, fiery red color. It was delicious. Then we pet some creatures called cats. They were different than I expected, surprisingly soft. We went to an arcade, did some shopping, drank some tea milk, and even opened surprise boxes. Then we went to a dim, noisy place and watched a movie. I think that's what they called it. During the movie, someone took advantage of the dark environment to attempt a theft. Fortunately, I still remembered some basic combat skills, so I managed to subdue the thief and turn them over to public security. The public security office isn't far from here. After we wrapped up there, Trigger suggested we watch the sunset by the river.
You sure know how to plan a date, Trigger.
The video store manager taught me all this. I'm just a good student. Anyway, I think I did a good job. Right, Soldier 11?
Yes. I had a great time. Still, I can tell my body isn't really used to relaxing. I can always feel an urge to do some push-ups or some other exercise.
That's our model soldier for ya. So, Anby, can you relax now? Soldier 11 is important to me. I don't ever want to lose another squad mate, so I promise to look after her. You can focus on the matters at hand now. Once everything's settled, if you choose to face her, I'll be there to vouch for everything you've done for her. And if you prefer to stay out of it, no pressure. I understand the weight of your history with Silver Company. It's like a heavy chain around you both.
I'll break that chain.
I have faith in you.
I'm gonna take care of family matters. I'll be right back. I'm back.
Thanks, Trigger. In that case, please keep this for me while I'm away.
What's this? A doll. It looks a little familiar.
It's very cute.
Soldier 11 looks confused, but still takes the doll and hugs it tightly. So tight it's almost bursts.
Please, keep it safe until I come back. Right now, it's my most cherished possession.
Don't worry. If it means that much to you, we'll be sure to keep it safe.
Thanks.
It gets chilly by the river at night. Let's head back to the video store and get something warm to wear.
Time to head back now. Be sure not to catch a cold. Bid farewell to the sibling. You're finally back, Anby. Looks like you all had a great time. Had you had dinner yet? If not, I still have some leftover carrot chips here. Have them as you want. Hurry, I had 2 hamburgers. Really? Won't eating 2 burgers before bed make you gain weight? They're all burn all overnight. If you want to drag someone to join you for a little run, take wise. You'll totally psych for it. But you're back. Truck and social level are getting ready to call it night. If there's nothing else you need to do, you should probably turn in early today. Okay, thank you, Wise. Thank you and Belle for all you've done. For the Cunning Hairs and me. I actually have a place I can stay other than Cunning Hair. This is a miracle that the Anby of the past would have never dared to match. Anby, what prompted you to say all this? Did you watch some kind of weird movie today? I just suddenly felt like saying it. Sounds fishy to me. Not at all. Good night, Wise.
I remember you from earlier today. Ambitizinia.
It's Anby. Just Anby.
Sorry. It seems my memory still hasn't recovered yet. It's frustrating not knowing what I've forgotten.
I can help with that.
You can help?
I can tell you what you've forgotten, Harin.
Harin. Is that my name?
It was your name before you were Soldier 11. The name I knew you by. Back then, we used to find nice-sounding words to call each other. The higher-ups were aware, but didn't intervene.
I don't like that name. It sounds too weak for me.
Yes, you've said the same thing before.
So what exactly is this Silver Squad? And who decides who's qualified or not? There's a lot I don't understand. If it's connected to my past, then please tell me everything.
Sure, I'll explain it all. Just allow me to do one thing.
Huh. One thing? What's that?
Allow me to apologize to you.
And they recount everything about Silver Squad from its creation to example.
There were many things I didn't understand then, and still don't understand even now. All I know is that we were used as pawns in a power struggle within the army. And, in the end, they chose to keep only one replica.
And that was you, Anna? As you said, you were considered the top performer.
I'm not Anna. That's someone else. But yes, I was selected. They devised an operation. A suicide mission. No one was expected to return alive. My name wasn't on the list for deployment. But the night before, you went too hard in training and got injured. So I took your place.
Did you survive the mission?
Take a guess. I saw my squad mates buried in the rubble. The memories are all a little foggy, even to this day.
I'm not sure how I survived, or how I was able to stand before the senior officers.
How could they issue such a ruthless order? Sending their own soldiers to die? We're living, breathing human beings.
That's the point, Harin. Are we humans? I assume you can also issue combat orders now. When you send a squad of explosive Bangbu into the enemy base, do you consider their well-being?
But Bangbu aren't humans. I don't have to consider that.
That's what they said too. Replicas aren't humans. So, they ordered Silver Squad to their deaths. But since you are still a survivor, they ordered me to execute you.
Did you go through with it?
What do you think?
It appears you didn't. But if it were me...
Would you have followed their orders?
No. I would have executed the officers who issued that suicide mission. So what did you do?
I fled. I offered to exchange my life for yours. And then fled. I didn't trust them. So disappearing seemed like the only feasible option. I knew that once I was gone, they wouldn't harm you, because you were their only asset. Seems like I made the right call. At least I got to see you again. I've had a good life, but it took me a long time to figure out who to hate. If I were to hate everyone who hurt us, that would be too much. I couldn't live carrying so much hatred. It's impossible. And Nicole told me that I shouldn't hate myself. So, eventually, I realized that all the suffering stemmed from the Silver Company tech, and the fact that we replicas were not seen as humans. According to a movie Belle loaned me from the store, this is referred to as an ethical dilemma. Life shouldn't be engineered. Only then did it dawn on me that many people were already aware of this issue. There are a lot of smart people out there. So, I'm sorry, Harin.
Why apologize? According to everything you just told me, you didn't do anything wrong. I'm crying. Why am I crying?
It's all my fault. I was the captain of our squad and responsible for everyone, but I let you all down. I wasn't wise or strong enough, and I was a coward. If I weren't a coward, I wouldn't have waited until this moment to apologize. I'm only willing to share this now because I know you'll forget everything soon.
Forget everything? But that's impossible. Why?
Silver Squad soldiers who are critically injured have their recent memories wiped within 24 hours. Yours is about to reset. I can't keep avoiding this, Harin. I have to face our old squad mate. I don't know what other cards she has up her sleeves, and I can't guarantee anything. I can only try my best. I might survive, but if the worst comes to pass, I don't want you to bear the weight of my death. So, just forget this conversation, and have a good night's sleep.
No, Anby. You're being selfish. I don't accept your apology. I don't!
It's almost midnight.
Anby.
You close her eyes, her forehead touches Soldier's 11, so her fingers tighten their grip on Anby, digging into her skin. Suddenly, Soldier 11 grips loosens, her expression turns blank.
What is this place? What am I doing here? Who am I?
Your name is Soldier 11. Good night.
Ooh.
Sorry. I must have been talking too loud just now and woke you up.
Anby, what are you planning to do?
What do you mean?
Come on, don't hold out on us. Are you sneaking out on some super dangerous business?
There's actually something I need to take care of. No need to worry about me. I'll be fine.
Don't try playing cute with us. Didn't I tell you before? We have a right to know about whatever it is you're involved with this time.
Plus, Anby, if you've really been working on yourself like you said, then you should learn how to ask for help. This thing you're facing, you might not be able to handle it yourself, right?
Even if that were the case, it's still my responsibility, and mine alone. At least, that's what I planned on saying.
Oh?
But the lone wolf in the movies never gets a happy ending. And even if they win, they'll end up losing their home, their pet cat, their daughter, or their lover. I don't want to lose anything, or anyone important to me, Proxy. So, please, help me. Take me back in that hollow, and help me smash up that weird lab. So I can get some closure with my former family.
Wise and I have been waiting for you to say that.
Is that your strategy then? Getting us to help you out for free?
You don't have to do it for free. Just tack it onto the Cunning Hair's tab. I'll be back to settle the bill once this is all over. But right now, I've got some place to be.
Don't go running off into any hollows alone, you hear?
I won't. Don't worry. I want you to be the first one, Proxy. The first to witness my resolve.
Andy, are you about to head out? Yeah. Let's end this. In the Cunning Hair's temporary base.
Long time no see. Replica number 0. Silver Squad. Captain. I thought I'd never see you again.
So, this is what you were like back in your Silver Squad days, Anby?
I never thought I'd be back in this uniform. A cool character or a cute one?
This is a rare opportunity. Your fighting style seems to have changed.
Old memories are coming back with this uniform. Wide open.
You look so intimidating. This new you is so reliable, Anby.
I skipped dialogue and like...
The past me was reliable too.
True.
Give me the treasure!
The enemy's tough. Be careful.
Orders received.
No need to be so formal. Is this the lab that needs to be destroyed?
I never expected to one day be the one guiding you, Proxy.
I'm heartbroken, Anby. Here I was thinking this was a family matter between sisters. But you've gone and brought in outside help.
You're no match for me, whether I bring help or not. Twiggy. Silver Squad is gone. You will never be able to rebuild it. We both know how difficult it is to create a Silver Soldier capable of engaging in combat operations.
What if I didn't need to?
Didn't need to. What?
There's one thing you're wrong about. I've already done it.
I've achieved the conditions for rebuilding my very own Silver Squad.
This is so weird. These Ambys... No, these people. None of them seem to have any fighting abilities.
Weird. These people don't look like soldiers to me.
Twiggy, what have you done?
What do you think I've done? I've done something that can stop my organs from being harvested. That can put me in touch with the big shots at Tops. That can help fund my research.
Suddenly there is a frigid lap. You caught a glimpse of something emerging from the recess of your memories.
No, that's impossible.
Really?
You created all these sisters of ours just to harvest them.
I just used them to exchange for a few necessary resources to reform Silver Squad. I needed a family, really. That's all.
No, that's impossible. You're harvesting and selling their organs. You created all these sisters of ours just to harvest them like animals?
I just used them to exchange for a few necessary resources to reform Silver Squad. I needed a family, really. That's all.
Okay, now back on Olo.
You said it yourself. These sisters of ours, right? We are sisters. And we are family. So if we're family, why don't you feel the same pain as me? It's a real shame, you know. Neither Harry nor I were perfect enough. No matter how hard I try, all I can make are defects. Good for nothing but a supply of organs. But it's not like there hasn't been any progress. I haven't even told anyone about this yet. But just earlier, I managed to make some improvements to the technology which will stabilize control of the cloning process. Once that's in place, the cost of producing a competent soldier will be at an all-time low. We'll have achieved just what the initial project report said. The magic of producing an army out of sugar and air. Anby. Captain Anby. As things stand, there's still a chance for us to work together. You are the final piece of the puzzle. We can produce a steady supply of true soldiers so long as you cooperate. We'll keep everything under wraps until we build a huge army of our own. Just think what such an army could do. Nobody would ever dare humiliate us again. Our Silver Squad could crush New Eridu to smithereens. And you would be its commander. And me, I'm fine with whatever. Put me to death if you like. I deserve it for killing all those sisters of ours. Whatever you want. Captain, do you want to come home?
This is not my home. I feel disgusted. I'm sorry, Twiggy. But now I wish you had died back in the Hollow.
I know. I feel the same way about myself.
He definitely needs help.
Get out of
of here!
Biomedicine appears in Twiggy's hand and she injects half of the liquid into her arm. Girls A suddenly snatches the needles away and injects the remaining liquid into her own arm.
What are you doing? Idiot! Idiot! Are you insane? You're just a defect. Your body won't be able to handle it. You'll make everyone...
Sorry for pausing, just didn't have myself a thinking chat.
What are you doing? Idiot! You absolute idiot! Are you insane? You're just a defect. Your body won't be able to handle it. You'll make everyone...
I want to protect you. Protect all of you. Thank you for letting me be born. I will never let you be lonely.
Nice face. A strange scene transpires. The helpless replicas are torn apart and absorbed into two massive, monstrous shadows. One later, a familiar figure appears before those terrifying enemies.
You. Why did you come?
I haven't forgotten the art of combat. Silver Company formation. TWAN, Anti-Ethereal Mark II. The current you feels really familiar.
I never expected to be able to face you like this.
Surprise attack!
Soldier 11, formation. Show no mercy, even if our opponent is Twiggy.
That's my line.
Off balance. Loyalty. I shouldn't miss this feeling. Don't push yourself. Understood?
Affirmative. Why did I subconsciously...
Counter!
Switching positions. Fall back. Wide open.
Are you stuck? Yeah, you're stuck. How I have no earthly idea.
Ignite!
You're joking.
Off balance. Stay focused.
I'm gonna have to restart, cause... yeah.
Long time no see. Replica number 0. Silver Squad. Captain. I thought I'd never...
So, this is what you were like back in your Silver Squad days, Anby?
I never thought I'd be back in this uniform.
Your fighting style seems to have changed.
Old memories are coming back with this uniform.
You look so intimidating like this. This new you is so reliable, Anby.
The past me was reliable too.
True.
Okay, so let's still get this.
The enemy's caught. Be careful.
Orders received.
No need to be so formal.
Wide open.
Is this the lab that needs to be destroyed?
I never expected to one day be the one guiding you, Proxy.
I'm heartbroken, Anby. Here I was.
This is so weird.
Weird.
Twiggy.
What do you think? I've done something that can stop. Get out of here!
What are you doing, idiot? You absolute idiot! Are you insane?
You're just a defect. Your body won't be able to handle it. You'll make everyone...
I want to thank you for letting...
I'm gonna log into this thing. I like it.
You. Why did you come?
I haven't forgotten the art of combat. Silver Company formation. TWAN, Anti-Ethereal Mark II. The current you feels really familiar.
I never expected to be able to face you like this. Soldier 11, formation. Show no mercy, even if our opponent is Twiggy.
That's my line.
Resolve. I shouldn't miss this feeling.
At least, you shouldn't miss it too often.
Don't push yourself. Understood?
Affirmative. Why did I subconsciously...
Ignite! Fall back. Roger that. The final blow.
I won't let you have it. A weak spot. Be ready.
Captain Hein, did I fail the combat test again? I told you, I'm not good at fighting. But as long as Captain's here, I'll be okay. Right?
Then put auto back on.
You. What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be with Trigger?
Trigger was the one who covered for me, so I could come here. She's probably still dealing with the enemies that we met on the way here.
You shouldn't be here. You weren't supposed to remember anything.
Anby. Turns out you're not a traitor at all. You're a coward. I'd still be completely in the dark if it weren't for that funny-looking doll.
Huh? You mean there's something wrong with the doll that Nekomata gave me?
There was a camera stuffed inside its head. It recorded your whole confession to me before its battery died.
Oh, I see.
I didn't understand everything, but I knew enough to take action. Seeing as we're sisters, I couldn't let you take this risk alone. And I knew that you didn't betray us. I liked that feeling. It was enough to help me believe in many things again.
Proxy, her condition is extremely unstable. Please, get her out of here as fast as you can.
Got it. Whatever happens next is something you have to do by yourself. Right, Anby?
Anby walks toward the laboratory building. There's a deadly silence here, as though everything had happened was just a nightmare.
This tech has to be destroyed. Thank you for letting me be born.
Anby, what's on your mind?
Proxy, you're still here?
Don't worry. Soldier 11 is safe with Trigger. You can trust her. Now that things are settled, Mobile Squad can take over from here. She'll be okay.
Really? That's great.
You're conflicted. Should you destroy the Silver Company tech or not?
Is it that obvious? I thought I'd made up my mind to never let this kind of evil happen again.
Really? This might sound a little selfish, but if it weren't for this evil, I'd never have gotten the chance to meet you, Anby. Plus, there's no way I could just ignore all the weird stuff that's happened today. For example, that medicine, or how Twiggy turned into an ethereal that seemed more cunning than an average one.
But even so, you're right. It's just... I don't know how to make a decision that I won't regret.
That's a decision that only you can make, Anby. Well, that brings proxy operating hours to an end. We'll be waiting for you back at the video store.
Proxy ends the comms and the The deadly silence returns.
I've made up my mind.
They will tell us what she chosen, right? Anby, welcome back. The Conhairers are here to pick you up. And Trigger hasn't left yet. I think they're all wanting to talk to you. And make sure that you're safe and sound. Do you want to chat with them first? Right here. Those clothes sure bring back memories, Anby. I was wearing this when you found me. I didn't even realize how much time has gone by. Surprised that you can still fit in your old clothes. I definitely can't wear any of my wardrobe from back then. Yeah, I agree. Where did that come from? And where are you looking, Anby? I'm not. You're still another liar. Did you give me that doll to monitor me?
Wow.
So you discovered that quickly? I've been hoping to stitch it back first. I suppose I had that thing too, though. That thing? What thing? Something like... What was it again? Oh, the right to privacy? I don't know what that thing's like. I was just thinking that if a dumb burger girl like you disappeared without us war again, then Nicole will be worried about you. You'll make Nicole super worried to death. Sorry, I won't do it again. You promise? Excuse me, have you seen my friend Andy? I'm Andy, your colleague, Billy, kid. I'm really Andy. I prove it. I remember all the things we went through together. Don't give me that flashlight. I'm just joking around. Is this what you used to wear before you joined the cutting hair? I bet it really suits you. Maybe I should switch back to my old threats too. Has her social girlfriend been picked up already? Don't worry, I promise you, I'll take good care of her. Letting her enter the hall in such an unstable state doesn't seem like taking good care of her. It's not about letting her, but accompanying her. Everyone has things they commit to, don't they? I won't stop social life from seeing things through, but I can make sure she's not alone. So that's how you see it. And are you sure this won't cause any problems for social life with the military? The military faction's struggles never cease. Unfortunately, Asian history like Silver Company isn't the focus. As a returning social life will undoubtedly receive more professional care than she would lying on the sofa in the video store. Sounds complicated. I knew I wasn't cut out for the military. Don't be too down. I don't think I know any more than 3 people who are suited to be military. Killing yourself? Absolutely not. And that's everyone. Wait, where is Soldier 11? Welcome back. Harry spoke to them. Anby, you really do move fast. I'm so happy seeing you smile again, especially considering everything that happened. Because I already made the choice I won't regret, I think. Then when can rest now? For now. Proxy and Weiss. I know just experiencing my gratitude with words alone is not enough. I hope that someday I can get a chance to help you too. Then I'll give it my best, just like today. Well, now that's something we can look forward to. Will you remember it? Next time we find ourselves in a sticky situation, we'll Commander Anby of the Cunning Hares with extreme prejudice. I can't say anything right. Please be sure to do so. I'll be standing by at all times, awaiting your summon. Otherwise, though a long time has passed before. Well, guess who I just ran into in the street? Me? Beats me? You're not going to try, huh? Okay then. As I ran into Anby and Tricker eating burgers together. They're really close? Not so too, so I went over to say hi and catch up with them. What you talk about? It might be faster to just ask them directly. They're asking me why they haven't seen you around yet. They're right by 141 right now. Do you want to go talk with him?
Oh, fried chicken burgers are classic for a reason.
Soldier 11's going to grill me about eating junk food again if I go back smelling like burgers.
Burgers don't have a smell. Even if they did, they would dissipate quickly, and she'd never know.
No, there's a smell, right?
Yeah, there's a smell.
Mm-hmm. The scent of burgers definitely lingers, especially when it's a fried chicken burger.
That's not true. Proxy, when did you get here?
I just got here. I heard you mention Soldier 11. Is she doing better? After all, the last time I saw her, she was in pretty rough shape.
Thanks. Soldier 11 would be really happy to know that you care so much about her. She's made a full recovery. She's completely regained the same training intensity as before her injury. At least with her body, I mean.
So her body's recovered, but her memory is still affected?
Not quite. I asked Anby out today to chat with her about what's going on with Soldier 11. Her memory has basically reverted to how it was before the injury. She might occasionally get someone's name wrong, but she doesn't mistake her own identity, and her short-term memory is persisting through to the next day.
She's made a recovery. That's great.
It's still too early to say. She seems to have completely blanked out what happened during the incident, including the time she spent with you, Anby.
Like I said, that's great.
You still feel the same way now? She still believes that she was betrayed and abandoned. She still hates that traitor Anby.
That's wonderful.
Wonderful?
Hudion's a way stronger person than me. Strong enough to keep living with hatred. That's powerful. I don't know what to say. All I know for sure is the target of her hatred is me. And that's good. We won't be meeting again. So, I won't get killed by her, or vice versa. But once she turns her hatred towards something, or someone else, things will get dangerous. Hudion is so pure. She's like an unalloyed metal that combusts even in water. The last thing I ever want to see is her getting hurt by her own flames.
I didn't realize you put that much thought into it.
I was just thinking about it while watching some similar movies lately.
There are movies like that?
Yeah. Wanna watch it with me next time, Trigger? We can watch it at the video store.
For sure. Drop by anytime.
Thank you, Manager. You're very kind. Even I'd blush when people are nice to me like this.
I think you're really kind too, Trigger. So, are you all still down for burgers? It's on me today. Come on, you can get whatever you like.
And that's the end of Silver's Echoes of Silver. The last story up to 1.6. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, get this. Oh, the TV schedule. I guess there is more. I'll guess, when I stream Zenless on Zero again, well, let me see I might stream it on maybe Monday, or push it to Tuesday if my ADHD just gets a hold of me, like usual. Because I want to stream earlier, but again, ADHD just keeps me on the, nah, stay in, just lay down, and watch something on your phone, be lazy. We could do that another time. And I part of me hates that. Well, anywho, I'm gonna end the stream here because it's getting late, and it's an hour till midnight here where I live. So I'm gonna end this here. With that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Dragon, signing off. Take care, everyone.